One autumn day, 12-year-old Alex was walking home from school as usual when he noticed a newly opened small bookshop along his route. The shop had an old and nostalgic charm that immediately captivated him. Intrigued, Alex decided to step inside and explore the shelves. The scent of aged paper and the quiet, cozy ambience made him feel like he had stepped into another world. As he wandered through the aisles, Alex stumbled upon an old book in a dusty corner. The book seemed to glow with a faint, ethereal light. It had no cover, and its pages were yellow with age. Despite its worn appearance, there was something magical about it. Even touching the pages felt like a unique experience, as if the book held secrets waiting to be discovered. Curiosity piqued, Alex picked up the book and began flipping through it. The pages contained shadowy and blurred images, each one seeming to gaze back at him, as if alive. The book seemed to tell a story that resonated deeply within Alex's soul, pulling him into its narrative. Deciding that he needed to have it, he headed to the cashier to buy the book, despite its lack of a title or author. That night, Alex placed the mysterious book on the nightstand beside his bed. As the house settled into quiet, he opened the book and began to read. With each turned page, the shadowy images became clearer, and the story began to unfold, a tale of a child living in an abandoned mansion who saw a shadowy figure outside his window at midnight. The story was eerie yet fascinating, keeping Alex engrossed. As the night grew late, Alex's eyelids began to grow heavy. He closed the book, placed it back on the nightstand, and drifted off to sleep. However, his slumber was soon interrupted by a faint rustling sound in his room. Alex opened his eyes to find a thin layer of mist filling the room. He glanced towards the nightstand and was startled to see the pages of the book turning on their own. Frightened, Alex got up and tried to close the book, but the pages continued to flip, as if driven by an unseen force. The mist in the room thickened, and the atmosphere grew cold. Terrified, he backed away from the book, unsure of what to do. The next day at school, Alex told his friends about the strange occurrence, but no one believed him. They left it off as a figment of his imagination. Determined to understand what was happening, Alex decided to read more of the book that night. As midnight approached, he was awakened once again by the sound of rustling pages. This time, the presence in his room felt stronger, more palpable. The mist was denser, and the pages were turning even faster. As Alex reached out to close the book, a shadowy hand emerged from its pages and grabbed him. Paralyzed with fear, Alex felt the cold touch of the hand, which slowly formed into the shape of a child, the same child from the abandoned mansion in the book. The shadowy figure approached Alex, its face partially obscured by the mist. It whispered in a soft,
"You must set me free!"
Panicking, Alex quickly grabbed the book and threw it out of the window. As the book left his hands, the figure disappeared, and the room returned to normal. Alex, breathing heavily, felt both relieved and shaken by the encounter. The next morning, Alex decided to return the book to the bookstore. As he walked in, the shop owner gave him a knowing smile and said,
"Every book finds its owner."
Puzzled by the comment, Alex placed the book back on the shelf where he had found it. Without saying another word, he left the shop and vowed never to walk by it again.